is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system.
Showtime!
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Are you ready?
No! I'm just ribbing. I know you're ready.
I apologize.
For the thousands in attendance, for the millions watching around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight,
Up the chaos!
proudly brings to you its
Awesome.
YouTube live stream.
champions of the world!
This is your boy L from the Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop T, the hot Popics live stream.
And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you!
What's up, peeps? I'm Ella's Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop Pete. Hot Popics live stream coming at you. How we doing today, son?
How you doing, bro? How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Oh,
I'm
good.
awake. I'm awake. Not like the live streams. Dozing off already.
Oh man,
no.
just don't freeze up. That's all. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
I'm hyped to, you know how I always say, like, before we backstage we'll be doing our talking and then the intro hits and that just gets me going.
And then
I'm
everything's
ready
so
to go.
everything's so sluggish and okay, let's do this. Let's start the
Yeah.
show. And then the road dog Jesse James,
Exactly, gets me going, and then once
Billy
he goes,
Gunn. What's his name? Billy Gunn
suck the
gets us going, bro.
and then he goes suck it, and then the beat comes in, and it's like, yeah, let's go.
It does help a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's how the intro should be, man. I love intros to a show where it gets you excited to watch the show. And it doesn't have to be like hours where it hype you up, just something where the music comes in and you're like, all right, here we go. You just feel good. You want to watch a show. I see some people with their intros and it's kind of like elevator music. It's like, I'm ready to go to bed. Like, I don't. And then they expect you to wait 30 seconds to 5 minutes while they intro their countdown go. What, like, listen, let's go. But anyway, enough talking about us and our fire intro. Thank you very much. Let's get into the chat and say what's up to the people who are here now. And then we're going to get into the show. And you know how we do. We're going to start talking about some Funko. So, guys, I know you're already in the chat talking about Moon Knight. We'll get to it.
Eventually.
Trust me. We'll get to it, of course. Kingdom. Hails for the Kingdom. Hashtag feats. Oh, my God. If you don't know where that's
I
from,
swear to
you
God,
need to
why?
keep it up.
I don't know why you started that. Like, it's all your fault. It's definitely all your fault.
Nadia did it, not me. Nadia put hashtag feats in the chat, not me.
It
It's
was
all
Nadia again. You know, just now we know why she's a little monster, isn't it?
Exactly.
Jesus,
She's
man.
the one that started that hashtag. Wasn't me. Nick, what's up? Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it.
Once again, Nick, I appreciate that pass it forward, man, that you gave me from Jkl Pop. He sent me a message.
Yes.
It's on its way. So really, really excited for it.
Yes, excellent. Nick is the man. Nick, when I say spread love, it's the Brooklyn way, and our friend Christina Payne says spread love. Like, yeah, spread the love. And Nick is definitely one who spreads the love. It's awesome. Like, such a cool member of the community. So make sure you're there when we roast his ass.
And it actually goes to show also you actually don't have to be part of the community in the sense of being a content creator, because Nick isn't a content creator. He's in every chat and that sort of thing, and he helps where he can and that sort of thing. So.
Exactly. That is one of the things that even puts him above a lot of content creators, because like you said, he doesn't make content, he doesn't have a channel, so he's not doing it so we can go over to his channel and subscribe and like, oh yeah, who's this Nick guy? Like, no, he's just supporting the community, and that's a beautiful thing. Love it. We love it. What's up, Lou? Yesy Lou is in the house as usual. Crazy Scottish pop collector. What's going on, bro?
How's
Man,
it, Kev?
if you haven't been looking at Kevin's Instagram, I don't know what you're doing. Get over there, check out Crazy Scottish Pop Collector. Um, he's been putting up some fire stuff. His collection, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of his collection.
Oh,
Now,
he's
now
obsessed with he's obsessed at this moment. I think
yeah,
yeah, he really loves the 10-inch pops. He's got all of them. He
yeah.
loves the 18-inch pops too. He's just got so many. The Funko fever definitely caught this guy.
Yeah, and I saw like the 18-inch Star Wars ones he's had, and I'm like, nope, don't have that one. Nope, don't have that. Not the 18-inch, sorry, the 10-inch. Like, don't have
10-inch
that one.
stars, yeah.
And the thing is, I had an opportunity to get all of them, but I just kind of passed up on them because I wasn't really collecting the 10-inch, and I didn't have my mission to get all the Star Wars yet. So it was like, eh. And now it's like, damn it, should have got them when I had the chance. Oh man, Funko PDX, what's going on, Zach? Thank you for coming through.
Zach, thanks for stopping by, brother. Do appreciate it, man.
Yes, yes.
Another
Andy
cool content
Roberts,
creator out there.
what's going on? Yes. Oh,
Andy
just so you
Roberts.
guys know,
Gee, how you doing, bro?
let me get back to Funko PDX. Don't forget to check out his channel also. Does videos with his daughter Ivy, his son Dexter.
I actually haven't checked. I haven't checked if he's finished the Batmobile or not. He was building a Batmobile on a Lego.
Yeah, not sure.
If that thing wasn't so damn expensive, I would have bought that thing. It looks so badass.
If
dude, it's like $100, man.
If most of those Lego sets weren't so expensive, I'd have them because that's one of the main things I stopped. I used to love Lego. I had a huge Lego collection, and over the years, I just kept giving them away because all to my younger siblings, my younger family members, you know, like the nieces, the nephews, the second cousins and stuff. Because I don't play with Legos anymore. I don't collect them anymore, and now it's like I want all my Legos back. Now let's move on. Andy Roberts, what's up? Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you coming through. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Crazy Scotch Popular. Quick Draw. What's going on, Quick Draw? We appreciate you. Of course, I was looking
for Draw, how you doing, bro?
Rian. Not to skip over the Quick Draw, but Rian. I have to do it. All right, and that's good. Of course, Pop Heat is in the house. Ryan Milky, what's up? Thank you for coming to hang out.
How's it, Ryan?
Bearded Barbarian, what's going on?
Ryan's from my side of the bench, isn't he?
Yeah,
my side of the woods. He's the UK side, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe so.
Ryan Milky. Am I subscribed to his channel?
With that accent, I don't know why you're asking me.
Hey man, let me have a look. Guys, on the topic, am I subscribed to Ryan Milky's channel? Go and subscribe to everyone's channel in the chat if you don't mind. I'm sure everybody would appreciate it.
What's up, DPJ64?
Hey, look at that, guys. If I made the effort to subscribe to Ryan Milky before I thought I actually did, guys, head over to his channel, subscribe, and everybody else is in the chat. Go nuts. Sub.
We'll be
Treat yourself like you're in a candy store.
Trust me. We'll be here when you get back. Don't worry about it. John, what's up, John?
Yeah.
Wilhelmy, what's
Jkl Awesome over here doesn't stop talking. Just talks so much. So don't worry, you will still be here.
I know I talk.
Talking shit,
Bees, what's going on, Bees? Thank you for coming to hang out with us. Oh my God,
Bees popping. Good. You know what? If you think about it, we are pushing out an international product right here. You know that? With everybody that follows and watches it. It's amazing sometimes if you think about it.
Yeah. Listen, we're about to corner the market on this.
You know what? We're internationally renowned.
So I'm talking about. Telling you.
Okay, that's enough of me being full of myself. I spent all my full of myself for the one evening.
Listen, it's okay. Every once in a while, you got to put yourself first and say, listen, I'm the shiznit. Respect. Right? Or as your tribal chief would say, what?
Listen, just hold you have to, when you talk about the tribal chief, you got to point to the sky and acknowledge him, okay?
And
whenever you see Fed's frequency, guys, in the chat, at any time you're in one of his chats of his lives, or you happen to have a random conversation with him on Instagram, just say, acknowledge my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Yeah. You'll love it. He'll love it. You got to do it, okay?
You gotta do one of
I
those.
don't know if you guys noticed, but my tribal chief actually whipped Brock Lesnar's ass and became the champion of champions of all the champions in ever wrestling history.
Oh my goodness, yeah, buddy. Yeah, Ryan, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Actually, let me we're gonna get into all the fun stuff. Let me just address that real quick. What he said, Fett is harder to find than Waldo. Fett's out there. He's out there. He's doing his thing. Oh gosh.
Oh, that's actually a cool T-shirt thing, man. Oh man, I was right with all this stuff. Fed's harder to find than Waldo.
That's a good one. Oh, I gotta remember to clip that out and put that in an intro or something when I pop the chaos intros. First up on the agenda, Pop the Chaos. I don't know if some of you guys were here last week, some of you might not have been.
Some of you guys were live.
Some were live. Maybe you watched the replay. Hopefully you did, and then jumped over to Chase's channel to see what happened. We kind of pulled a little prank on you guys and Last, where we did a fake fight Friday. Not last week. Last week technically, but not last week on my Pop the Chaos. It was Friday, April Fool's Day. We expected people to figure out that we were just BSing, but you know, April 1st, everybody's pranking. We figured people might figure it out. Of course, people didn't.
But nobody figured out because we are world-class freaking actors, man. Listen, I just want to point something out. I don't know if you guys noticed, but everybody was fighting except me. I was just trying to understand what was going on. Playing the neutral guy. Checking Instagram. Asking what people leave.
Yeah, it was crazy. And no, Lass has not forgiven us. And if you want to see what punishment she has for us, come by tomorrow, Thursday. I think hers is at 6 p.m. Her Pop the Chaos live, and you'll get to see what punishment she gave us. Because yeah.
Listen, if you guys were a fly on the wall in one of our studios when Lass was giving us an earful, oh my good.
I mean, she was cool with it, and you know, she accepted the prank.
She was cool with it,
but she was so pissed. She was like, "I was really upset. I didn't know what was going on. I was about to tell you guys to get off your."
Listen,
she was going.
She was angry. She was angry. Like curse words weren't.
Listen,
if you switch around curse words and regular words, you know, at that point of time, regular words were the curse words. That's how angry she was with us.
Yeah.
Eventually, she forgave us. Eventually, we had to beg her to come back on. Please come back. We were joking. She came on, and then, oh, did we get it? Yeah. I think my ear's still ringing. Actually,
yeah,
like, you know, it's like,
yeah. Because when we end the live stream, usually we sit backstage and talk a little bit. But when that one ended, like she just jumped off. She was gone. So I jumped back in because I was already backstage watching. So they just kept me backstage. She couldn't see I was backstage because it wasn't her stream. It was Barbarian stream. So when the live stream ended, Barbarian brought me back in, and last just dipped. Like, so we had to hit her on Instagram. Come back. And when she came back on, she gave us an earful, man. Woo.
Oh yeah.
So listen, what DPJ said, he said, honestly, New and Old was in on it, and he actually suggested that we go in on him because he knows he's hardly ever in any of the streams. So that was why it made sense to use him, because he's not around for a lot of the streams. But again, that's not an issue with any of us at all.
Yeah. Not at all, definitely not.
The whole point of the group is that we know everyone's not always going to be able to make every stream, and we know his life is a little hectic right now. I mean, hell, he just did the Super Bowl for his job, and I'm pretty sure that opened up some doors and some opportunities for him, and he's hopefully capitalizing on that stuff. So trust me, we have no issue with it. And if we do, we'll talk about it behind the scenes. We're not going to put our business out there like that. So
Yeah, but look, I still remember like Kevin, Crazy Pop Collector, Crazy Scottish, sent me a message like, "What just happened?" And I sent him. I'm like, "I'm trying to figure it out myself, man."
Oh, so you had to
Just
go with them.
not breaking kayfabe or anything, just keeping it all real and everything.
Yep,
And then
yep.
I had a few Mom TV messaged me too. It's like, "What happened on the live tonight?" I'm like,
Yeah. People,
don't know, man.
yeah, baby. Oh, and Nick said, my rage quit sold it. I didn't mean to rage quit. I kind of clicked. I was going to
At
click
that
stop
moment, yeah,
cam because I was getting ready to break. I was about to laugh. You guys know how I usually stop,
yeah.
you know, cut the mic off so I can collect myself or whatever. So that's what I was gonna do. But as I was swiping past, I don't know what I got a mouse that has multiple buttons on it. And sometimes I click one of the side buttons and it drops me out of the stream because I tried to swipe over the stop cam so fast and it
Yeah,
took me out and it just kind of worked. So I was like, all right,
it
I'm just
worked at the time. Yeah, like
gonna
because I didn't know that you actually had happened because that wasn't the plan.
No, it wasn't.
And then I looked up and I'm like, "What's going on?" And it's like you're gone. And then oh, you. If I could grab Chase, he's like, "Go find your girlfriend." I'm like,
Yeah, right.
"What?" It was funny
Yo,
though. It was really funny.
so good. It was so good.
Oh, it was so like everyone
Oh,
just played so
yeah,
well.
play along with it.
And I was
And
like, but what happened? Because that moment was real for me. Because as you say, you weren't expected to actually drop out. And I was
right,
like,
I wasn't gonna drop out.
what? What?
So it just worked out. And don't worry, DPJ, she's got gifts coming from most of us. I can't say all of us because I don't know who's sending her anything, but I know I'm sending her something. Chase said he sent it
Eventually, yeah.
already. I'm gonna send her
Jay said
something.
he sent his box already. Yeah.
I'm sure Barbarian has a box headed her way sooner or later. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we all definitely owe Lass some stuff. So she's gonna get a lot of stuff.
We'll calm her down calmly. A few gifts each time. We'll drop.
Yeah, like every
You
other
know.
week she'll be getting some.
And Barbarian says until she gets her gift, she won't forgive.
Oh, she probably won't listen. Actually, that's a good idea for the prank stream. Let me find it. And while I'm looking for that, something else I wanted to talk about. I dropped. Sorry, I'm trying to type and talk. I dropped something on my Instagram a couple days ago. I listed a video game on Instagram, not Instagram, eBay. Jesus Christ. And I'm not going to get into the whole thing. Long story short, I didn't put that the game was tested or untested or whatever because I had no way of testing it. Like my PS2 was in a box in the closet. I didn't hook it up or anything. So
Yeah.
but the guy or person, I say guy, but whoever it was who bid on it, there's the link for the stream, guys. The April's Fools, and then I'll find the one with Chase where we kind of came out and said April Fool in a second. But basically, the person bid on the item. Then after they bid on the item, they asked me if it was tested because I didn't have anything in the description saying it was tested, or whatever. So I sent them a message saying, "No, it's not tested. It's been sitting in the box." And then they sent me a message back saying, "Well, if it doesn't work, don't send it." And I was like, well, why would you bid on it before you ask the question? I sent them back, I put it's all on Instagram, so you can see how back and forth. There's a little bit of back and forth after that, but what happened after that doesn't matter because long story short, they won the bid. They said, listen, I'm not paying for it, cancel it. I canceled it. Then they sent me stuff, like, oh, you try to scam people, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. And I'm like, so I put it out there, asked everyone's opinions, and people were like, yeah, you should have put whether it was tested or not. Listen, I've been selling on eBay 21 years. Not consistently, but off and on. 21 years. I've had issues with eBay, but not as much as I've been having now. And most of it is because of things like that. Like, okay, I've come across listings where people don't put every little detail about what they're selling. Like I've seen people put Funko Pops up there and they just put the name of what it is, and there's nothing in the description of, you know, what the pop
Anything, yeah.
is. So, and they have pictures. You look at the pictures, and sometimes it's just a picture of the front of the box, and that's it. And it's like,
That's it, yeah.
so if I'm interested, I'm like, all right, can you send me pictures of the rest of the pop, the rest of the box? Where'd you get it? What year is it? Like, I'll ask questions about it before I bid on it. I'm not gonna bid on it,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
ask for all that stuff. And then they sent me pictures of a dented up, wrecked box, and I'm like, oh well, don't send it if it's that damaged. Like, why would I do that? So,
Hmm.
that's all I was pissed off about. I appreciate everybody's feedback, everybody who hit me on the actual message on or post on Instagram, and those who hit me in Messenger back, who gave me their feedback, whether it was good feedback, bad feedback. If you think I was at fault, the person was at fault. I didn't care. I just wanted to know what you guys thought. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. So, like I said, long story short, it's done. It's fucking barbarian. He said that's how
What's he
Darth
saying?
Vader was sold on eBay, so I should be happy. Like I said, what's up, Wayne Cole? Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you, and I appreciate your feedback on that issue too. Thank you for hitting me up.
How's it,
Go
Wenko?
over to Wayne
Welcome.
Cole's channel. Go over to Wayne. I just saw what video did Wayne just do that I watched? I watch so much stuff sometimes in chunks that I forget. What the hell did he just do? Oh, the Jar Jar Binks. He was saying he liked the Jar Jar Binks over the other pop he was talking about. I don't remember what the other pop was because I like that Jar Jar Binks too. Pops from Wish. But yeah, I learned my lesson. Like, I'd never sold a game before. I've sold lots of things: Legos, Funko Pops, comic books, electronics, everything. So it wasn't like I was trying to be sneaky or anything. I just didn't think about it. I'm like, okay, whatever. If people have questions, they'll email me and ask. So that was my thought process. And it's just funny how people don't take responsibility for their own thing. Like, you wouldn't go
Yeah.
to a car dealership, buy a car, and then after you buy it, go, how much gas mileage does it get? Is it new or used? How much mileage is on the car? Like, you would ask all that stuff ahead of time. And that's my issue. He didn't ask ahead of time. Pissed me off. But okay, we're off of that. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. So
No, but you're 100% right though. Like it's just all the timing of certain things. Like
yeah, it's just like, and yeah, quick draw. That was something that, like, I took a picture of both sides of the disc, and the disc is basically clean. So, it should work. I have since then have plugged in my PS2. The disc does work, and one of the things how I knew that he read the description, saw it didn't say it was tested, but still decided to bid on it beforehand, was that in one of the messages after the listing ended, he hit me up and was like, "You can't just put C pics because a disc could be all scratched up and still work, and have no scratches and not work for whatever reason." So that means you read the description, saw that it said that nowhere in the description it said it was tested or working, still decided to bid on it, and then asked me if it was working.
yeah.
So that's my, like, I don't understand stuff like that. So anyway, we're off of that. So we got over that. Now, next thing I want to talk about, since people are bringing it up, Pop Fun to Play, a channel that I liked watching. He owns a store. The guy's name is Sean. He owns a store called Pop Fuzz, which is in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. I'd been watching his videos for a while. Never knew he was in Williamsburg. So
Yeah.
I don't know, about a year and a half ago, me and Kay took a trip over there. I met him. Nice store. But he hadn't done a
It
lot
looked
of
very
videos.
nice from what I could see in the angles and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And I have 2 videos up where I went to the store and showed you guys some of it. I just went again Monday because I hadn't been to the store since he redesigned it, because he told me he was getting new shelves and everything to stack more pops, whatever. So I went. I didn't do video this time because I was just going to just hang out. I did end up buying some pops, but he was like, "Oh, hey, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming back. Blah blah blah. I'm about to shoot. Do you want to be in a video?" And I was like, okay. Like, I didn't ask to be in the video. He asked me if I'm still doing content. I said, yeah. He was like, yeah, I caught something you did a while ago, but it's been a minute. I didn't know. And, he asked me to be in the video. So I was like, okay, sure. So, yeah, if you guys want to see that video, go over to Pop from the Play, one of his latest videos. I'm actually in the thumbnail, so that's pretty cool.
That's cool too. Like, you didn't only make the video, you made the thumbnail too. That's
Yeah,
sick,
yeah.
man.
And I got a couple of subscribers for people that were actually in the store, and I'm sure some people who watch the channel might jump on. So that was pretty cool. I like that. So we actually talked about him purchasing some of my collection. That's what he does. He buys people's collections or stuff that they don't want, and then he sells it in his store. So I might have another video coming. So yeah, he's been buying large chunks of collection. He said that we'll talk behind the scenes and see what happens, because he's full. He's got a lot of stock in the store right now, but he's willing to buy some stuff. So thank you guys for all those who saw the video and hit me up. Was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know you knew him. Blah blah blah. So yeah, thank you. He said, come back to the light. The dark side has changed your soul. It's too late for me, Barbarian.
It's too late.
HCF, what's going on? Thank you for showing up. We appreciate you, bro.
HCF, how you doing, bro?
All right, so we know why you guys are here. Dad jokes. No, you're here for the. Although we do have stuff coming. For the question of the day. How many of us got the boba? Another thing I appreciate is that people were hitting me up asking me if I got it, since you guys know I'm into Star Wars, and people were hitting me, it's on sale, it's on sale. I wasn't able to get it. Sorry. I actually have the pictures where I put 2 of them in my cart, and I went to the cart and it said sold out. It said add to cart when I was on the add to cart the page, but when I got to the cart, it said sold out. I was like, oh. But I wasn't able to jump on it as soon as it went live. I was in the middle of working. I can't just jump on my phone when I'm working, mainly because I could lose my job on the spot. But especially at the time I was actually working, so it's all right. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a restock if you go to the site now. Which actually, let's jump on over there.
Listen, I had to make the decision whether to get Boba Fett's diecast or buy a new mic. Unfortunately,
you chose the mic.
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
It's
yeah.
all right.
I don't want Chase's ears to get ruined too much by the humming of my gaming headsets.
Yeah, Chase will yell at you like New and Old yelled at him for playing the horns.
I was just gonna say, Rian said it in the chat. Boba Fett is actually still available in Funko Europe, believe it or not.
Yep.
But at $15 extra.
Wow. Said there's been 3 restocks since it went up. Well, listen, I know as soon as it went sold out, the notify me came up. So I know that they either set out a certain amount to sell, it's sold out. So now people are gonna expect it not to restock, and then it's gonna probably restock in like 5 hours, a few more, and then next week they're gonna restock some more, and then a month later they're gonna restock some. They're gonna be out there. So,
but I think you know what, this actually fuels my thoughts on how this Chase thing came about. They made too many of this mold, and someone misunderstood. They made like 5 million of these Boba Fett diecasts, and that's why they made the Chase. And they saw people were amazed by the Chase, and now they got too many of them. Now they're doing 560 restocks.
It's gonna be a crap load of restocks, and that's fine. Chep 3, what's going on? Thanks for showing up.
I think what they need to realize is, like, and I know this is an asshole thing to say from a collector's point of view, the first pop or the first diecast of the lot should be a Funko store exclusive. You know what I mean? Like an actual exclusive where there's only a very few made. Do you know what I mean? Not like this case where there's too many. Like
Right.
I'm not saying like a few made like only like a couple of thousand, but I mean
Right.
a fraction of what they made now, because clearly they've made tons if they've managed to restock it so many times.
Yep. And the fact that they put the chase sticker on top of the base on the inside, like they should have etched the chase on the case. That would have been dope. Like they etched
Yeah,
the
that
whole
would have been
rest.
sick, man.
That would have been manless. So they send out mass email about Boba being available 8 minutes after it dropped. Some people didn't get the email 8 minutes after it dropped. Some of us got it
Listen.
a half hour after it dropped.
Listen, guys, I actually got the
Sold
email
out
a
3
few
minutes.
minutes before.
Right.
So I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Because I was
See-
shocked when I got it. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get it because obviously my life choices. But
Say it like that, your life choices. Oh man.
but yeah, I was shocked, to be honest. But yeah.
See, I was ready for it because I set my alarm because I knew it was dropping at noon. So I set my alarm for 10 minutes early and I snoozed it. And then 9 minutes later, my alarm went off and I was ready. But like I said, I couldn't do it at the time. And I was like, come on. And about 2 minutes after 12, 2 minutes after noon, because over here, East Coast, it dropped at 12 noon. I went in, I started going, I was like, yeah. And then I saw it sold out. I was like, oh, boo. So said your Google Pay wasn't working. Yeah, sometimes that happens because those of us who have our info already in our Google Pay or Apple Pay or whatever we use, when you go to the Funko shop and you like some of us our Face ID or some of us have like a PIN just so all our information goes in right away. Sometimes it kicks back, it keeps kicking back, so you have to put
Do you
all
know
the
what-
information in.
Do you know what annoys me with that though is like whenever I go to purchase and everything or get ready for like a drop and everything, I sign in because as you say the address is pre-filled and everything and all the details are pre-filled, obviously besides the card. But you know what happens every time? The county or the state in your occasion is left out. Everything else
Really?
is filled in, but every time I've got to put in my county, which is
That's
dumb. I don't get it. It's like it's kind of like they're setting you up to fail. Like, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I have, the shop pay. That's what I use. And I didn't realize that, when I saw the free Macy's Grogu, I was excited about it because I don't have that one. I have the deluxe one, but I didn't get the common, regular size one, I should say. So I was like, oh, cool. But then it was sold out. So I'm like, well, I ain't buying nothing now.
yeah, Rian, I actually already bought the mic before the actual pop dropped anyway, so the mic's already on its way. So before even it dropped, the mic was purchased. Yeah, they were giving the Mandalorian with that spear away here. If you
yes,
purchase more than €75. So yeah.
Okay. DPJ said one way to combat the bots, make you have to add another item and not rely on the ATC links. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I missed out on it. But there'll be restocks, and even if I don't get any of the restocks, like so many people are buying 2 at least. I mean, for me, it only let me put 2 in the cart. It wouldn't let me do any more. So if anybody were able to get more than 2, more power to you. But so many people are going to end up with 2 commons that they're going to be trying to get rid of the spare one. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to at least get a common one.
Yeah, and if once we see, I think the common is going to be very like if they only. It depends how much obviously chases they pushed out. Like if they push out fewer chases, then the common's going to be worth nothing almost.
Yep.
What I was going to say, what we noticed today is though. At least for me, I don't know if Rian and Kevin could notice this either.
Excuse me.
If you went into Funko Europe to check if the die cost was there, it said notify me, right? But if you went via the email, it kind of like it sent you on another link, and then it was add to cart. And then after a short while, And this is possibly where they maybe lost out on sales, possibly in Europe. After a while, then it was add to cart on the actual site without going via the email.
Okay. So it was like a couple of hoops to jump through.
Well, I wouldn't say hoops. I think maybe that's I don't know if they purposely did it, but I think maybe they tried to do bot combating. Maybe if you had to follow the link specifically to get the die cast. You know?
Okay. But for you guys, it's still available, so. It didn't sell out in 3 freaking minutes, like over here. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's actually been 5 million hours. Still not sold out.
Crazy. Yeah, that I didn't watch that Top Pop video yet, but I have almost the whole set. I'm missing 2 of them, I think. I'm actually missing Vader, which you'd think I would have got already, but I haven't seen them anywhere in any stores. I didn't when the first Boba Fett one dropped for the Bounty Hunter set, I didn't pre-order it. I was like, you know what? I'll wait to see it in store, and it sold out. So I was kind of nervous, but then it restocked after like the third one dropped for pre-order. The first 2 restocked, and I ended up getting those at half price. So I pre-ordered the third one, and then the fourth one I picked up in store. So I'm missing like the last 3. And every GameStop I go in, at least here in the city, I see them all over the place. So I'm figuring they're gonna go on discount eventually. So I'm kind of waiting it out. So, but I do want to get them. He's gonna click the main. Yeah. He's going to the whole thing.
I was going to say, did you see Top Pop's advert with his plushie? You got a girl lying on the bed and she can't get comfortable with the plushie, and then the plushie swapped with his plushie, and all of a sudden she can sleep nicely.
Really? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think I saw it on Instagram. If I see it again, I'll tag you. I was like, wow, bro.
Like
the guy's on such a level. He's making commercials for his own product. It's like, yeah.
Like, honestly, just for full disclosure, I don't watch Top Pops anymore. I haven't seen one of his videos.
I don't watch
so
a lot.
long.
Like, I follow him on Instagram, and if he posts something that's interesting, then I'll go over. But I don't purposely watch him.
Yeah, and I used to watch his stuff all the time, but his channel is at a level to where he's not so much Funko Pop hunting anymore. He's just getting stuff. So it's kind of like
it's kind of commercial now as well. It's not like
I used to like watching him go into the stores and see what's there and pick it up and then talk about it. But now it's like he's just getting shipped pops. And no disrespect,
I suppose,
no hate for him.
Yeah, no hate for him, man. No hate for him. Like he started at a perfect time. That's all it is. You know, he just started perfect timing.
I was muted, sorry. I've seen a lot of his older videos when he had just a few pops on the shelf, and the way he was passionate about the product that he made the videos and grew his channel. Like,
dude, his first video with his brother, they used to do the reviews on the carpet.
Yeah.
We watched his food. They used to sit on the carpet and watch, and they used to unbox it, and they were literally sitting on the ground. There was like young kids, like, I'm like, wow, okay.
His room full of pops, and you see him sitting at a table like me and think everything's organized, and then he showed his room, and literally he had a small path in his room to walk because the pops were everywhere. I was like, holy crap. So yeah, like I don't have anything against the dude. It's just like, for what I used to watch his channel for, he doesn't really do anymore. It's like, if I want to get a look at a pop sooner than I expect to, then I'll go watch, because I know he'll probably have it before everybody else. But that's it. It's just
I suppose if you were watching the pop hunts, you really didn't mind the "let's get started."
Yeah, right.
In the beginning of these videos, like.
Yeah, I saw that Pawn Stars episode, the Stan Lee, where they said it was a fake, and I was like, y'all bugging. That was real.
You guys are bogus. You don't know what. There's paint blemishes. Oh man, I'm never gonna get over that, bro. This paint blemish. Oh, you don't know, Funko. They will sell you the freaking devil's heart with a paint blemish, and they'll try and steal your money, bro.
It was so crazy. I was like, "What? Little, these things they don't have paint blemishes on." I was like, "Get out of here, y'all!" I was thinking to myself, "I'll go out there and just randomly open a pop, and I guarantee I find a blemish."
It's
I
like,
remember that one.
really?
Yeah, Top Pops when he went to Walmart with the Walmart vest on. Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty. That was funny. Um, but yeah, it's all good. Like I said, no Top Pops hate over here. I still love the channel, love the dude. More power to him. It's just I don't watch his stuff anymore. You know, mostly because I like watching a lot of us smaller content creators. People I'm more personal with, and secondly, like I said, he's much more commercial now. So, and the things I
And
used to
listen,
watch for,
listen,
he
guys.
doesn't do anymore. All
If
the pop.
you guys are sitting on a bench somewhere in a park or just doing random shit you guys normally do, just consider opening up YouTube and watching Bearded Barbarian's channel. Even if you just leave it playing, my man, my uncle, my grandpa, my Virginian godfather, he's trying to get his watch hours up. So even if you're sitting cooking and you want to listen to Barbarian give out about something that he normally does, just put it on
Yes.
play on the counter or something. Honestly, the guy's trying so hard to get his watch hours up, and we're trying to make suggestions. And it's just he really wants to get it going, and we wanted to get going for him as well. And that's obviously one of the reasons why we created the group Pop the Chaos, because we want to help each other out, and not only within ourselves, but also the rest of the community. And the quicker we become big players in this game, we
Exactly.
can reach and help more people, and that's our goal in the end. Just to help as many people as we can.
Just what DPJ said. If you ever having a bad day, just watch Barbarian open some sodas. You immediately feel better.
Immediately feel better.
Immediately.
So yeah, guys, if you got a few moments and
Quick draw.
if you're a long commute or something like that, you're driving to work, just put him on in the car.
Well, quick draw to each his own. We're just trying to help a brother out. All right.
Listen, we tried. We try. That's what counts. Quick draw, okay?
Oh boy. And of course, speaking of Barbarian, we're gonna get into our next topic. Actually, no, wait. I think we have something else to talk about before we get into our next topic. Do we? And I think I spelled the word wrong, but
Which would
you guys will see it when it comes up. Actually, no, I'm not gonna put it up. I'm gonna change that. But since we're here, we're gonna talk about the new Goofy. Goofy is here. The Goofy movie of Funko VHS. What you call it? What do you call it? What's it called?
movie
VHS cover. Jesus, I wanted to say case, but I was thinking cover, so I'm thinking cover and case at the same time. Yes, the VHS, and I'm kind of liking this one. Most of the VHS covers cases that came out,
Yeah.
I've liked, but this one I'm really feeling. I just like the way the pop looks. Kind of like this one. What's up, ST Mom? How we doing? Thank you for hanging out with us.
What do
you think about this one? How you feeling?
I think it's kind of cool. I dig that they actually got the moment where he's got the fishing rod and that sort of thing. So that's pretty cool. I dig that. But I can't really see the pop. It's confusing. You have to literally sit and stare at it for a little while.
Yeah, because the fishing
with all the colors and all that stuff and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think the color of the fishing hat is wrong, but sure.
Oh yeah.
That's just us nitpicking.
Yeah, it's very rare that the pop looks exactly like it looks in the picture, which
no, it doesn't look exactly. I mean,
but
we do have a multitude of colors in our paint easel. So
yeah. I think it's a different type of hat too. I don't think it's the same hat, to be honest. But yeah, I could forget.
No. Now listen, the more we look at this pop, the more we're getting annoyed with it. So I don't think we should look at it anymore.
I'm not annoyed. I'm just saying.
I'm slowly remembering the artist series Goofy as well now, and I'm starting to remember how perverted Bongo is, and like, oh my god. Okay,
All right.
Here we go. Something more pretty to look at. Star Wars pops.
Yes, the third one came out. Qui-Gon for pre-order. So Maul, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon are all out for pre-order. Well, I think Maul should be shipping now, but I think Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are still on pre-order.
So now, obviously, this is just flat at the back of them. Obviously, right?
I don't know. I think the way
it'll be weird if it's round, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because it'll be such empty space.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of curved. I mean, it's not a perfect circle, but I thought it was
like a semicircle, like almost.
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's what I was thinking when I first saw the design. But I don't know; it could be straight, and they just because I mean, if you look down at the bottom, you see how this one looks straight, and this one kind of looks off to one side, and this one looks off to the other side. So it gives it that illusion that it's curved. So I don't know if it's actually curved, but I would assume that it's like you said, semicircle. So hopefully I'll be getting it soon enough and let you guys know. I didn't pre-order any of them, so we'll see what happens. I think it's sold out. I think Qui-Gon sold out when they announced it, so we'll see. We'll see how this works. But those are out for anybody who wants it. This Halo game cover, I wanted this. It's one of those I figured I'll see at GameStop or whatever, so I didn't go for it. But you know, I'm a Halo fan, so I definitely want this. And now seeing it like out of the box, it looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. What other one? I think that was all that they really talked about. Let me go to my page. Always in my page. Always on my page. Oh, there we go. The Jurassic World, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see the.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
No,
sorry.
Jurassic Park. Yeah, I was going to say, dude. I never ever thought they would actually make this, but I have a pretty funny feeling that we mentioned if they could actually make these pops, it would be amazing. I'm sure we must have mentioned this before. Yeah, and they finally actually made the scene where the raptors and stuff on. That's actually brilliant, guys. So I love it. I just wish I was a big Jurassic Park collector though, because this is a fire pop right here. Like, no, honestly, I mean, with everything coming out at the moment, I have to be very picky with what I'm collecting and everything, to be honest. And that's a massive. That's like a good. That's like super deluxe, if there's anything like that. You know what I mean? It's big and it's going to take up a lot of space, and I'm like, I've got a small room here, guys, and it's literally 1.5 meters by 3 meters. That's how big this is. It's not a big room, so yeah, I've got to be very picky because I'm running out of wall space.
Yeah. Well, could you do the conversion into feet for us Americans?
You don't know what meters are? Meters. You know what meters are? Meters, kilometers. Oh, sorry, miles. Yeah, you know what kilometers, kilometers.
You don't have to do the conversion. I'm messing with you.
I don't know. Like,
stop it. This top one we definitely talked about before, about them doing a movie scene, because we were like, that is such a iconic scene that people.
I'm actually remembering now we were talking about the door scene. If they could do that one and the door scene, so we're halfway there, guys.
Yeah. And then of course I got the book bag and the pins and the glasses. I don't know how many people care about that stuff, but the Jurassic Park scene. They dropped the Iron Man and Spider-Man's. All those came out. We got Pop the Chaos stickers, guys, coming. If you didn't know, or didn't see.
I must actually send mine in for printing.
Yeah, I gotta send mine too. I got a great person who designed me some great stickers. I've got about 4 different designs, and I'm still undecided as to which one I'm gonna drop first.
I was actually going to send you. You should actually know it. Well, this will be my Halloween special. This will be my summer. This is my SDD.
I know, right? I'm gonna do one for every season. Yep.
This is my SDCC.
What's up,
Oh, man.
Laz? Thank you for coming through. Yeah, but
And
I love my stickers. Thanks for helping design those for me. Well, not even
no
helping,
problem.
actually doing the work. Appreciate that.
Yeah. You're just lucky I had an
James,
idea
what's
for
up,
it.
James? Well, the thing
You're
is,
just
like,
lucky I had the idea, and I thought, you had the similar idea,
yeah, I was about to say,
right?
like,
And
the
I said,
idea you had, I was like, that's something what I was thinking of, like the graffiti and I mean, people haven't seen the sticker yet, but when you see it, you'll understand. So it was like, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I was like, well, you know how to do it. Can you just do it?
and then I did it, and then
He
and
did.
then when I sent the mocks to you, or the original one. Sorry, I sent the actual when you said, can you send me a section, and I sent it to you. And you said to me, "Can you do it without the grey part?" And I'm thinking, what the flying Dutchman's donkey is this oak talking about without the grey part? It's like there's no grey part in it, like because it's bright, it's very colourful.
Yeah,
So I'm like, grey parts. I'm
nice
like,
looking
what?
stickers.
And then for some reason, the one part of the image saved with, when you select an image and it's got like the rectangle and the smaller squares on it if you want to move it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the hell did it save with that on? That gobsmacked me. I couldn't. So I actually had to redo that one whole part because it wouldn't go away
Really?
no matter what I did. So I
Really?
just stepped back and I basically took a step back, deleted that part, added it again, and it worked. I was like, wow, what the hell happened there? I was like, okay, cool. And then I
It
sent it
was
off.
so funny. DPJ said your April Fool's joke have you talking with the American accent.
Okay.
Oh man.
What did he say? Sorry, I was daydreaming again.
The April
I
Fool's
drifted
joke
off so quickly that time.
should be you talking in an American accent.
Why? Didn't you just say I've got a killer accent? I
What's
kill
up,
people with it, yeah.
Floridian Nerd Channel? What's up? Thank you for hanging out.
Floridian nerd.
Last said it took lingering Jkl Awesome guilt to motivate my random sticker creation. Well, I wasn't trying to.
Did she create a sticker yet?
Yeah, you didn't see
I
it
don't
in the
believe.
chat?
Did she?
Yeah.
When did she put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Listen, the only thing I see from Lass is voice notes.
Oh, voice notes.
That's how I know
Oh,
Lass is in the chat, is when she's got voice notes.
Last
Did she really?
ramblings. Yeah. The thumbnail she did for her live has her sticker on it. The
Oh, is that it? Okay.
with
I
all
see.
our faces on it. Yeah, I think that's going to be Last's sticker. Not sure, but that was the assumption. So it's there. Yeah. So we got Fett and New and Old are the only two that really haven't dropped one or designed one yet. And again, no pressure. Like it's not a necessary thing, but I think it'd be kind of cool if we all had a Pop the Chaos sticker that we can give out to the people.
Well, we're going to be doing a certain event, so stay tuned for what the event is. Obviously, this guy over there. Oh, sorry, my thumb's all skewed. This guy next to me, Awesome. He thought of a cool idea for the sticker. Just stay tuned for it.
Stay tuned for that.
You guys are definitely going to want to collect Barbarian sticker because that.
Yes,
I think the old person saying for it, pretty penny. Did you say that in America?
Yeah, pretty penny. Yes,
that cost a pretty penny.
Pretty penny. Yeah, Nick. Don't worry. Chase is gonna chime in a bit about Vincent blowing into the mic.
I'm doing it just for Chase, like Jesus.
Oh man, we love it. We love it.
I think I moved this. That's what's being.
Yeah, we got some plans for those stickers, guys. So definitely stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
So with that, we're gonna go into our topic of the day. I mean, we have to talk about a lot of stuff.
No, we kind of haven't. Did you spell etiquette or did you hide it away again quickly?
No, it's on there. I just have to change it because it's not. There we go. Trade etiquette, not necessarily Funkos, but just trading in general. It was kind of a topic I thought about I was watching Bearded Barbarian. He was talking about trading. He traded with Funko PDX and somebody else in one of his latest videos. And of course, I've traded with PDX and I've traded with other people. And it just got me to thinking because he was talking about values of the pops. And he was like, I don't care as much about exact values and whatever. And I was like, you know what? That's something I want to talk about. That's something that kind of upsets me when people look at shades. Oh boy. So it was just like, what's not necessarily proper trade etiquette, but what's your trade etiquette?
Is it?
So go ahead. Sorry.
You see, for me, like I'm a crazy type of person. Like if I know you want something, right, and I got it, and even though it's worth value, and I'm like, oh, I don't really need this in my collection, I'll give it to you. Do you know what I mean? And if you could give me a pop worth 50 cents, and I'll be happy with the trade if it's a pop that I'm really looking for. For me, it's just unfortunate with the way I work. If I could be looking for a $15 pop, and I end up giving you like a $80, that doesn't bother me, because for me personally, the satisfaction of knowing that you got something that you were looking for. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
For me, now I'm obviously not going to do that for strangers. So I suppose the proper etiquette will fall in regards to, I wouldn't say strangers, but someone I don't really deal with on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Like some random guy called I collect pops for mom or something like that. You know what I mean? And if you need a YouTube channel, there's one there for you guys.
I hope that's not a real person on channel, because they're gonna be like, "What?"
That would be funny though, isn't it? I collect pops for mom. Anyway, I wouldn't like. I won't trade for trade. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I suppose also. And then what I wanted to touch on in proper trade etiquette, in regards to, it's not only the value of the pops, it's like packaging. I feel that's important as well, because you get a lot of people that would trade things or sell things that would. You're a collector yourself. You should know how it should be packaged, and if it comes in a rubbish packaging and that sort of thing, it's actually rubbish. You know what I mean? And I've watched a few videos where people get from another collector, and I think, like, how did that guy just package that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
like, dude, don't you know?
Right.
I've seen guys on the local groups here where they buy pops, never mind trade, they buy pops, and it comes in plastic bags. I was like,
yeah,
dude, what planet are you on?
Exactly. Stuff like
so,
that.
Yeah. So when talking about etiquette, I suppose etiquette reaches as far as packaging and deliverance of the product too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it. And of course, you touched on something that I wanted to talk about. It's someone you know versus someone you don't know. That has a lot to play with, to do with trading. Like if I'm trading with someone I don't know, I want the values to be as close as possible. Because I don't know this person, and this person doesn't know me. This is a business deal. Like the value doesn't have to be exact. If I have $45 worth of pops and they give me 43 or 40 dollars worth of pops, fine, I don't care. It's off by $5. That's close enough. But it's gonna be as close as it can get. And I'm gonna wrap them as well as I can, send them in a well protected box. Like this is a business transaction. Now, between me and you, like we boys, I got a pop you want, you got a pop I want. The pop you're sending me is $40. The pop I'm sending you is $20. Like you said, we're not going to argue about that. I mean, obviously, if you're sending me something more expensive than what I'm sending you, I'm going to throw in some extra stuff because you're my boy. I want to be fair. I'm going to give you something extra, whether you ask for it or not. But that's just how friends do. Like Chase said, and like you said, I traded with Bearded Barbarian. The pop he sent me was more than what I sent him. He was cool with that because the pop I sent him, he really wanted. The pop he sent me, I really wanted. It's okay. It evens out. But when it comes to people I don't know, I want the values to be as close as possible. Me and Funko PDX have done a couple of trades, and our values aren't always even. They're usually off by $20-$30 in one direction or the other.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is that
They're
it's
cool,
kind of
so
like you
it's okay.
do know that the next time it will be this or that. You know what I mean? It'll be like one time it might be a little bit more in your favor, next time it'll be a little bit more in his favor, and that's just how it rolls. You know, I think people don't care. I think in regards to things like this, you know, we got a lot of, when it comes to trade between people like ourselves, between collectors, whether you're friends or not, you've got to kind of pay the respects of actually being fair, because you know you got the things of getting the pops and things on the second-hand market by non-collectors. We're already getting abused by them in a sense, in regards to prices, right? So you got to kind of like, if you know you're going to get $150 pop from someone, right? And this is what you were touching on, you know, and he's going to send you, and you're looking for $100 pop, you know, just have the decency to know that you're not just going to send that $100 pop. You can kind of actually just send something extra.
Yeah.
You know, because you have access to the thing saying like, this is what this is worth. I'm actually going to send you something a little bit extra. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and quick draw with the cookie thing, and I thought people were BSing, but yeah, literally trading cookies for pops. I was like, well, I need to find something I can cook or trade for some pops. Hey, Crazy Scott's pop collector, yeah, like sent me the Blacklight Hulk. Honestly, I didn't know what was in the box. We were talking about it on our live.
Yeah, that was on the live. Yeah,
it was just so coincidental that I was talking about it. That was one of the Blacklights I wanted. He had it, and it had just sent it to me, and it was like, but yeah, over there, 20. I don't know what that is. Euro, quid. What is that? What
that's
symbol is
20 pounds.
Pounds. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And over here, it was like 100.
That's Scottish and UK currency.
I think it dropped down.
Welsh.
Well, I know pounds and quid and what. I just don't know their symbols. So you know, the only symbol I know is the dollar sign, bro.
Of course, of course. It's, you know what? You should be proud of American dollars.
American dollars.
American.
And us Americans are so cocky that we say America. We don't care North America, South America. When we say America, we're talking about the United States of America. And you know what we're talking about. America. We ain't talking about North America, Canada, South America, Mexico, all that stuff. No, America. No, stop.
America. America.
Yo, I hate when people say, yeah, over here in America, when they mean the United States, because it's like, well, what happened to the rest of the Americas? Like, so cocky. Jesus. Freaking Americans. Make us look bad.
Americans.
PDX said, like, from our first trade, he's always throwing in so many extras, and every time I trade him, I always forget, like, he throws in so many extras, and I never put as much extra stuff as he does. And I know he doesn't like expect it, or it doesn't have to be that, like, he doesn't care if I send him a lot of extras, but I just feel like, hey, you do that for me, I'm gonna do it for you, because I typically throw in extras with my trades anyway. But you know, he throws in so much extra, it just makes me feel bad, like, damn, I owe him. But you know, he's just good people, so he likes throwing in extras, so I love that. Yeah. America. Yeah, that's right.
America.
America.
What did Quick say?
But oh, where was I going? Oh my goodness. But yeah, you know, I don't when I'm trading with people, I mean, unless we're saying, hey, let's make this as even as possible, I'm not worried about it. Like I said, unless it's somebody I don't know. And I don't trade much with people I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people through YouTube that I don't know, like don't have a lot of communication with as far as know. But since they're in the community and I know they have dealings with other people, I can trust them to an extent. So I'm like, okay, well, fine, we can make a trade. It doesn't have to be equal. But, you know, it's just, I was about to say, hard to find good people to trade with sometimes. So, yeah. And then, another thing that I know a lot of people don't think of is when you have a trade, like I don't sweat value as much. Like you have stuff I want, I have stuff you want. As long as they're close, I don't care. But when you, not just in trading, but in dealing, when you're doing deals, period, as long as both sides come out feeling good about it, then it's okay. Like if you're making a trade with someone and you don't feel like you're getting a good deal, or you don't feel like you're getting like they're getting the better end of the bargain, then don't be afraid to just be like, listen, can you throw in this, or I'm gonna take out the, like, make the trade feel good for both of you guys. Don't try to get up. Too many people try to get over. Oh, I got this $100 pop and I gave them a $75 pop. I made $25. Like, no, come on, man. Like, it's like make the deals that, because you have to look at it like this. We're all content creators, and even those of us who aren't content creators, we're in the community. So I make you a bad deal, you're gonna tell people I made you a bad deal. And then that's gonna cut off my trading, because people will be like, oh well, that Jkl Awesome channel, they don't make good trades, so don't trade with them. And like, why would you want a bad reputation of trading? Like, you want people to want to trade with you. So, make sure both sides feel good. Don't try to make the other person feel like you're taking advantage of them. And if you feel like you're being taken advantage of, don't be afraid to speak up and say, hey, I'd rather trade this for this. And if you can't come to a trade that you both agree on, fine. Both walk away. No hate, no animosity. You just couldn't come to a deal. Maybe you can at a later date. Like, that's another thing people do. They take things personally. It's like, it's not nothing personal. If we can't come to a good agreement on the trade, that's, hey, that is what it is. Just let it go. So that's another thing that I feel like, excuse me, more people should be mindful of when they make trades. How about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you see, I personally, honestly, actually haven't traded with the person outside of people I know. So, like, I haven't really practiced it in actual real sense of it.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think they
Sorry.
they aren't. I don't know. I just think sometimes. What are you laughing?
No, because Nick, that comment, it just had me freaking Nick. I can't.
You never trust her. Listen, yeah, I don't know. Like, just to follow the rules and the proper etiquette. Like, the thing is, you just got to remember that you're an adult and you can use your head.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, as simple as that, really. Like, well, then again, sometimes adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as James put it, respect other people. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to respect the person. Like, I'm one of those people that I try to treat people how I want them to treat me. Now, that's not saying they're gonna treat me that way, but I'm gonna give you that treatment because that's how I expect to be treated. Whether you do it or not is on you. And after the fact, I'll know, okay, this person, don't trust them, or they're gonna act this way, whatever. That's whatever. But I'm gonna respect you and treat you like an adult, and through our communications, let me know exactly what you want and what you're looking for. Like, I've traded with Zach, like I've said, Funko PDX, and we send each other, the condition of our boxes and stuff. And most times I tell him, listen, a lot of the boxes I have for my pops aren't mint, because a lot of the pops I bought, I never bought with intent on selling or trading. They were for my collection. So I didn't care if they were mint condition. Oh my God. So it's going to have such resale value, especially early in my pop collecting career, I guess you call it. Like, I bought pops that I liked and the boxes were mint. And, he said the same, listen, a lot of boxes I have aren't mint. So, they're in pretty good condition. So we don't need to send each other like box condition unless it's like super damaged. Like minor scuffs and dings, we don't worry about as much because it's stuff we want for our collection. But
Yeah.
major damage, yes, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, it's got a huge crease in it or a major dent in it or the box is crushed. Yeah, I'll tell you that. But minor stuff we don't worry about. Now, that's how we trade. Of course, you should tell other people stuff like that too. Like, you know, every box doesn't have to be mint. Let's send each other pictures or whatever. Like, yeah, because me personally, I want to get all the Star Wars pops. We all know it's an impossible mission, but I'm still trying to do it. I'm having fun doing it. And every Star Wars pop I have isn't mint. Like some of the boxes aren't in great condition, but I want them for my collection and I'm willing to get a box that's damaged versus a mint box if I can get it for cheaper. So, that's something that you should tell people also. Like, because if I have stuff to trade and I'm thinking you're looking for like the best of the best, I'm not going to tell you about the boxes that I have that are damaged or might be below what I think your standard is. So put it out there. Hey, everything doesn't have to be mint. Whatever you're not interested in, let me know and let me know the condition. And hey, I might take it off your hands. Just full disclosure is basically what I'm saying. Let people know. That's all. So that's that's it. Let me see. So have not traded with anyone. I'm more of the gifting to others. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I've gifted a lot of my pops away to people. I'm sure there's a few people either in the chat or in the Funko community to tell you I've gifted them pops. I don't expect anything back. I'm not doing it because I gave you a pop, give me back a pop, or I gave you a pop. Ooh, open it on your channel. Shout out my channel. Like I don't care. I just give stuff away. So yeah, and Pop Teed has done that, and Barbarian has done it. Chase has done it. Wayne has done it. Tech has done it. Pretty much everybody in Pop Chaos has done it. Like we all done it. Like,
Listen, what about this conversation is making less feel for chips?
make a laugh.
Less. She's feeling for chips.
What? We're talking about trading pops, and she wants chips.
Oh. The other day, she made me hungry by mentioning, listen, if you ever feel like you don't have an appetite or you just don't feel like you can't find something, just let us know because we'll send you a few of Lass's voice notes. It'll get you hungry for anything. The things that she comes up that she just thinks of at the moment, like...
Absolutely.
And like, it's amazing. Like, it'll be like the first voice note of the day. Guys, I woke up feeling for a bacon sandwich. Like just.
And then I'm in the middle of my work day going, damn, I want a bacon sandwich now.
Yeah. And I can't even eat bacon. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right. That's even worse because you can't even
That's even worse. I can't even eat, man.
And I'm off. I don't eat a lot of carbs, so that means I don't eat a lot of bread. And you talk about a sandwich. It's like, okay, I want a bacon sandwich. I'm not just gonna get the bacon. I want the sandwich, man. I want the bread.
Listen, the emotional distress that the bacon that I would like to eat. Someone a few weeks ago was talking about a plate full of bacon. Listen, I want to take that plate full of bacon and put it on one of the softest rolls you'll ever find in your life.
Yes, it's so.
And just literally, like you won't even see the amount of roll. You'll just see it will look like I'm holding bacon and eating it. That's.
Oh man, Nick, no worries, man. Listen,
emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Oh, dude, that was brilliant, dude. That was so good. Oh man, that was such a good.
Nick, like, yeah, I wish I could have got a collection of those blue box Star Wars from some people because I know a lot of people like sold them or gave them away and stuff. But it is what it is. I have a few of them, and I don't necessarily need the blue boxes as long as I have the actual pops. And a bunch of them went back on sale on the Funko site, the older pops that were blue box that they switched to black box. So as long as I have the pop, I'm happy. But
just remember, Funko are in the business from re-releasing vaulted pops.
Yeah, they're re-releasing vaulted pops now, which we're not going to get into that now.
No, stop.
Piss us both off. We know what's happening. No. So stop it. Back into trading. Chase did for the Batman and Eddie. Both boxes had issues, but they were both happy. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. As long as you're both happy with the trade, that should be what it is. And if, like I said, full disclosure, like if you tell me the box is beat to all the hell and show me pictures of it, and I go, you know what? I don't care. I still want that. And I send you a
Yeah.
box that's minty, it doesn't matter. We agreed on it. I said, listen, full disclosure, you showed me what it was. I took it and I gave you what you wanted. Fine. Like, full disclosure, man. And one of the last things I wanted to mention about trading etiquette, which is something a lot of people don't think about, but it's shipping. And not just overseas shipping, because like for me to ship the Popped Heat and what Popped Heat sends to me, like usually I'm paying more in shipping to send to him than for him to send to me. But I'm not just talking about that. Let's say I have a pop, one single pop that's worth say $200 that I'm sending to Chase. Chase is on the East Coast with me. Typically, I send a pop to Chase. It's about $10, you know. But that $200 pop I'm sending him, now he's sending me about 10 pops in return. Well, his shipping is going to be a lot more than my shipping. So he's actually losing on the deal because he's got to pay more shipping than I have to pay. Now, that's not something people typically think of, but if we're trading pops and I'm giving you 3 pops and you're sending me 20 pops because the 3 pops I'm sending you is obviously a lot less weight than the 20 you're sending me. Don't be afraid to be like, well, listen, I'm going to be paying however much in shipping, and I know you're not going to be paying that much. Can you, either throw in something extra or help pay the shipping? Like I said, full disclosure, put it all out there. Don't get caught having to pay so much in shipping and then be like, damn, I feel like I got shipped.
Listen, it's also like it's just got to do it. That's just proper etiquette in general, though. You know, for example, like I, as you know, and I've thanked Nick so many times. He gave me a beer pop giveaway, pop and soda, and I sent him a message saying, yeah, I won from you and everything, and I know shipping this side is quite expensive. I'm willing to contribute if not pay for the shipping. Just let me know. And he said, well, let me see how much it is first, and then I can let you know.
Right.
You know, and that I feel even though you are just winning something, I think to do something like that actually means a lot, even though it's not costing the person any money to the pop itself, it is an extra anyway.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like it will go a long way, and if you know what I mean, it's just a nice thing to do.
Yeah. We all know shipping is a bitch right now, and typically the giveaways I've done, I haven't done any in a minute. Don't worry, all you guys who are my Patreons, and I've actually lost a couple patrons because I haven't done a patron giveaway in a minute, and I'm sorry, but I still have those. I've missed a couple of months, but I still plan on doing them, and I'm going to try to keep up with them. But for those now that that's said, when I'm shipping internationally versus US, like pre-pandemic, I didn't have a problem shipping internationally. Yeah, it costs a little bit more, but it wasn't a big deal. But now, with a lot of the restrictions they're having, shipping is more. There's a chance it's going to get sent back. Like I've said before, I sent the package to Popped Heat 2 times, and it got sent back twice. To where I had to send it to who I sent to Rion or Kevin. Kevin took it to Popped Heat because they live close enough that when they travel, they can meet up. And it was like, okay, it's ridiculous. So now shipping out of the US, either we're gonna go half, or I'm gonna send you something different. I'm gonna give you a gift card,
a voucher, or
a giveaway. If it's a giveaway, if we're doing a trade overseas, then yeah, we're gonna have to talk about what shipping is and try to work out something where we're breaking even on the shipping, because for some countries to send to other countries is so much more expensive. And yes, that's something that unfortunately it's an issue that you need to talk about when you're trading, especially internationally. So I shipped one Funko Pop to California, cost $16. Yeah, yeah.
That's nuts. Eh?
From here,
That's
like
crazy.
from me East Coast to send over to the West Coast. Like I'm first of all, I'm not paying anything less than 10. And that's if I do like regular shipping, which would probably take a week. But usually I want to do priority, which will get it there faster, and it's at least $15 or better. So yeah. So that's why I have a friend in UK that brings my pops to me on holiday.
In case you haven't figured out who it is, Kevin Shaw.
But that's awesome though. You know, it's like when you have people that live close enough to, you know, well, at least for holiday, vacation for us Americans.
America.
You get to, you know, travel and take pops back and forth. So that's cool. But yeah, that's just another thing I wanted to bring up. Like shipping. Actually, me and Zach had a huge pop trade recently. I don't know, maybe 2 months ago. I did a video. He did a video. Go check out our videos to see what we got. But yeah, shipping was a lot, and we kind of had some ideas on how we could cut shipping down and whatever. And you know, in the end, we got it done. But yeah, because we did a lot of pops. I think I sent him like 14, and he sent me like 12. So, or maybe it was the other way around. I don't know. Either way, it was a lot of pops. But yeah, shipping can uh kind of get out of hand. So be mindful of that if you're trading pops, whether it's international or not. So that's it. That's all I had to say about trading and trade etiquette. If anyone else in the chat has anything they want to say about it or anything you need to look, that's at $47. Yeah, mine was somewhere around there too. I don't remember the exact amount, but yeah, it was a lot. And that's something that we had a way around it, but it just I don't want to talk about it on air. Well, next time we do a big trade like that, we definitely gonna try to do it the way we said. But Nick said, good thing about living in Texas, same rate per one stop anywhere in the United States. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess. And you're more centralized, so for you to go either direction, shipping, it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, unless you guys have anything else to say, but yeah, that's all I need to say about trading. It was just something that was brought up,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what, I like that's a good topic.
Let's discuss
to
it,
talk
and
about.
let's see what the Hot Popics fan base wants to say about it. See what their thoughts on it was. I loved it when you mentioned it to me. I thought, geez, that's a good idea, bro. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
just think that popped into my head randomly, you know. Speaking of something that popped into my head randomly, you just said, you know, the Hot Popics fan base, and I was like, what do we call the people in our chat? We need to give them names. You know how people have names for their fans and stuff. I mean, not to say you
Popians.
guys are our fans,
Hot
but you know,
Popians. No,
just
Hot
just
Popians.
something to call you guys in the chat. You said Hot Popians.
That sounds bad. That's bad.
The Hot Puppets. Our puppets. Instead of saying puppets, our puppets.
Can you imagine it was something? Can you
puppets
imagine it
in
was?
the
Can you imagine you got channels that call their people like, you know, their followers like hypothetically now, guys, we say we'll call you guys assholes, you know, and we say, oh, the assholes are watching. How funny would that be, though? All the millions and millions of assholes.
Oh God, our pop asses.
No.
I turned my camera off so people wouldn't see me drinking, and you made
It's
me
like they've
spit.
never seen you drinking water before.
I know, but I
didn't bring
try
my
not
water
to.
up.
I try not to do it, especially when I have the bottle. I try not to do it on camera because I hate like the bottle on camera. It's different when I have my goblet or whatever. But
I don't know, guys. I tell you what. You know what? You guys are all gonna come back next week, right? Because you just love to spend 3 hours from 4:30 American time. American
Not even
American.
and that's not even true because remember we got a whole
Oh,
time zone. Though.
what? One of your American time zones. 4:30 Eastern.
There you go.
See if you guys remember. We'll give you some homework. Come up with some suggestions on what we call you guys.
In the chat. What do we call our chat? Well,
Make it unique, guys.
Crazy Scottish Pop Collector said idiot. So, what do you idiots in the chat think? I don't like that. Because new people coming in would be like, "You calling us idiots?"
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine a new person in the chat as well? Like, did he just call his fan base assholes?
Assholes and idiots.
Oh no, that's horrible.
Yeah, we gotta think about that. Something to call the people in the chat. Something fun. Doesn't have to be anything pop related, but it's a food trade.
Anything.
Sounds epic. Food trades. I don't think you're supposed to send food in the mail.
Yeah,
I would love to though. Like,
unless it's candy. You can send candy.
Yeah, you can send like candy and boxed and canned goods. Like
I love sending candy to Jkl, and he loves the candy.
Yeah.
Mimomos, whatever they're called. Mimomos. I still don't know how to say it.
You know, I'm not gonna eat all these, and then like 3 days later,
And then you eat all of those.
Stop it.
Poor Kay never gets any of them.
No, she gets some of them. She just doesn't get as much as she
some
should.
of them. Oh, okay.
But I would love to be able to send food because if I could get guys to send me some food from the West Coast that we don't have over here on the East Coast, and I send you guys some stuff.
I would love to send you. I would love to send you the South African version of jerky. You know, American jerky.
American jerky.
So much better. The South African version of that is so much better, man. Oh, dude, I think you might cry. I think you'll cry when you eat it. You'll get emotional, cry. It's like, Sean, why didn't you send this to me? Sorry, Pop Teat, why didn't you send this to me? Vincent, why you send this to me?
Yeah, I did get my box from Luau, and I did a video. I just haven't posted it yet. And Kay hasn't been here since the box came, but she does have some of the candy in her room. And notice how I said some because I did eat a good amount.
Listen, remember Lass's video? Lass fell in love when she got Luau's box. She was so happy when she was just pulling out all the chocolates out of the box. She was like, "Oh my god, look at this!" How does she say? Y'all, don't even know, y'all.
I love the y'alls. Her y'alls are awesome. She said pop hotties. That's what she called out.
And she puts her hand up too. Yo.
Just you laughing about the rest of us. Hey, you have to talk to Luau about that. Like, but yeah, it was a good box. Some good candies. Oh man. You want to do some dad jokes? Dad jokes before we get into the Moon Knight? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let me. Where was I looking for dad jokes? I was looking for dad jokes. As you know, guys, we are never prepared for anything.
Yeah, and we haven't done dad jokes in a minute. And of course, Nick threw some in the chat, and I meant to star them so I could show them later, and I didn't. And I'm not scrolling back for them, so sorry. I'll go first.
You can retype them or re-speak them. Technically, he speaks them. He doesn't. Yeah.
Some of these probably you've heard before because I don't remember what we did.
Man, all these are old ones, man.
Well, what's the best thing about Switzerland?
I'm not even gonna try and guess. You laughed too quickly there.
Because it's a stupid joke. The best thing about Switzerland, I don't know, but the flag is a big plus.
Oh, because the plus is on the side of the Switzerland. Yeah. My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home.
Oh God. Where do boats go when they're sick?
The dock, tis.
You're close to the dock.
To the
D-O-C-K.
dock.
The dock.
Yeah, okay. Dock.
Oh boy,
Uh,
there you go. It said, why do ducks have tail feathers to cover their butt quacks? Why do ducks have tail feathers? The answer is
To
to
cover
cover
the-
their butt quacks. The Pop Squad, maybe
Pop
we'll
Squad.
see. That's a good one.
Guys,
What time is it when an elephant sits on your fence? Time to get a new fence. I knew that one, but it popped up too late. Damn. Stormtroopers in quarantine are like, I miss people. I'm not too sympathetic. They always miss people. That's a good Star Wars joke. Because stormtroopers can't hit anything. They always miss people.
Oh, yes. Okay, I guess. I was wondering.
He was like, I don't think that's funny. Oh boy. I have another one. I stopped looking for my perfect match. I just use a lighter now. Oh. Don't be afraid to drop some in the chat too, guys. This is all about being
I used
just
to
silly
I
as
used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me.
grew on me. Yeah, I think we've said that one before too. um how do you deal with a fear of speed bumps?
Get over it.
You
I think this
slowly
was
get
one.
over it. Yeah.
Slowly get over it. This is one of the first original OG dad jokes. That one. Yeah, the bad jokes used to be grand when you always killed me. Remember? What was that joke again?
The one with
Cadillac.
the-
Something about a Cadillac.
The cat Cadillac.
Oh, I almost
I don't
died
remember
that
what
night,
the setup
guys.
was, but I remember
Oh,
Cadillac.
I almost
You-
died that night. Jesus.
That was the first show, I think.
I think it was the first show, maybe. Yeah.
The first time we did dad jokes, whatever it was. That was just
Yeah,
so good.
Jesus.
Oh,
5 out of 4 people admit they're bad at fractions. I suppose you have to read that one.
Yeah, 5 out of 4. I get it. What was I started reading an anti-gravity book. I just can't put it down. No?
What? I started reading a book about. Sorry, I was daydreaming.
I just started reading an anti-gravity book. I
You just couldn't put
can't
it down.
down.
Oh no.
Why did the alligator cross the road? Because he wanted to be by you.
I'll be by you. Hop, 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 hop.
My wife says she's leaving me because of my obsession with Star Wars. I said, please don't go, honey. You're the Obi-Wan for me. That's a good one. I never heard that one. Why do gynecologists and puppy? What do gynecologists and a puppy have in common? A wet nose.
No, Chase. No,
That's
Chase.
Chase's go-to. I think he's told that joke 3 times in the past 3 live streams.
The wet nose.
Oh, good one, Chase. There was what's the other Star Wars one? Damn it, something with the husband and wife about his love of Star Wars, and he says, "May divorce be with you." I don't remember the setup, but
May
that's-
divorce be with you.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, those are good. Something else.
Why?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Why is cold water so insecure?
Why is cold water so insecure?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cold water. Cold water.
I swear we said this one before.
Sorry.
What is it? Go ahead.
You because it's never cold hot.
It's never called hot. Which state has the most streets? I think we've told this one before too.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not American, so I don't know. Like
You're not American. Rhode Island.
Rhode
It's
Island.
RHODE. It's spelled road. RHODE
Oh,
Island.
like Cody Rhodes returning to WWE.
Oh, listen, dudes. We're not gonna talk wrestling because that's your Fets thing. I don't want to step on you guys' toes, but
Yeah,
I
sometime
thoroughly enjoyed WrestleMania. I mean,
you did.
not every match was great, but a lot of the matches
Listen.
were a lot of fun. Some
What
of
was
them
the thing that you were
surprised me.
crying about? You were crying about something, and you almost spoiled it. I almost, if I could have thrown something at you, I would have thrown something at you. The first message
Wow,
I
you
look
didn't
at in the
watch it?
morning, I hadn't watched it yet because I was still going to watch it.
Okay.
Like later, I'd literally got it. I looked on phone, and then you get notifications, and then it shows
Right.
part of the message.
And you were like,
And I was
no,
like, "What are you doing?
no. Well, that's why I said
You're
I'm sure
moaning.
you
What were
guys-
you moaning about? What
I
were
said
you
I'm
saying?
sure you guys saw it already, but I said I hate that the announcer said that. I'm reading the message right now that Becky Lynch wasn't doing anything illegal when she used Bianca's hair to pull her out the ring. And I said I know sometimes the heel announcer tries to justify the BS, but they legit tried to make it seem like it was legal.
Yeah,
Like-
listen, pulling hair is illegal, and so is jumping off the top of the turnbuckle. But people still do it, so let's get over that
Yeah.
fact. No, I'm just teasing. Listen, seriously though, the reason they actually don't do much about that is because Bianca Belair goes walking around whipping people with her hair.
Yeah. Well, no, but the thing
So-
was, like, in that particular moment, like, she literally was pulling her hair.
She literally pulled it
And-
out of the ring. I was like, how
Yeah,
is
and the
that
ref-
thing? Like, it's like her hair. She must like got
Yeah,
some
that-
really strong conditioner
Yeah,
or
that was-
something
yeah,
because
and I'm pretty sure that's not all her real hair. So
I think it is, eh?
if it is, that's ridiculous. But it was just like she was pulling the hair. The ref wasn't saying anything about it, and the announcer was like, "All right, Becky Lynch using the hair to get Bianca Belair," and I'm like, "Using her hair? Since when is that okay?" Like,
Yeah, I think you'd actually see the ref. You know, when you'll see a ref going to the top turnbuckle, as I mentioned, you'll see him kind of counting, right, and waving. You can't do that.
Yeah,
I
but
think
in
if
that
I'm not mistaken, he'd done that as well. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe if I go back and watch that particular part, but at that part, the part I was talking about, it was like it was just okay. But then later on in the match, they were pulling hair and the ref was stopping it. So I'm like,
Yeah,
you know,
But what that part was vicious though. The way like Becky pulled her out of the ring, I was like, bro, calm down, man.
That was crazy. How many Sith Lords does it take to change the light bulb? I actually knew this joke, Nick. Yeah, they prefer the dark side. The reaction you ignored the past 2 times. Why?
Well, I kind of caused the contents of the joke.
How do you get a computer drunk? I should know this one. How do you get a computer drunk?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It takes
Take
screenshots.
screenshots.
Ah,
Good one. Funko PDX. They said
I believe it's real. I believe it's real. I don't think it's
You can find
because
out.
if you watched it in the NXT days, there's people that's actually like really tugged on it. So
yeah. So it could be real, but yeah, I was really impressed by a lot of the matches. The only match I really didn't watch and pay attention to was what's his face? Happy Corbin and what's his name?
listen, don't even get started. Do you know that that Corbin said in an interview, and I think we mentioned this maybe, that if he could choose no one ever to kick out of his finisher or win a WWE championship major title,
Yeah. I remember you guys talking about that.
He would pick that, right? You know what they're going to do? They have the Scottish idiot with the sword kick out of his finisher.
Yeah.
I was so angry. Like, I didn't even watch the match finish. I was like, listen, man, the amount of curse words. I was so annoyed. And then they have him cut the ropes. I mean, like,
Yeah, I saw that. And I was like, that was so
what is this, a
stupid.
Final Fantasy movie or something? Like, is this like freaking How to Train Your Dragon bullshit? I was so angry.
Yeah. And the main reason I really didn't pay that pay that much attention to that match is because I don't like the guy. What's his face? I always forget his name. Who was Happy Corbin fighting against?
Drew.
Drew McIntyre.
Almost said Drew Calloway. Almost said Drew Calloway. Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I don't like that guy. So, I really didn't pay attention to the match. But most of the other matches were really good. There was some where, there was a lot of mistakes and a lot of bad spots where it's like, okay, I see where they messed that up. But everything else was pretty much entertaining. Vince McMahon not taking the stunner properly. That was hilarious.
That was like
why?
the worst. That was like the worst sell ever. I was
why?
like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you stepping back? What are you?" Doing? And then it's
Where are you going?
Stone Cold just did what he could. Like,
yeah, he tried to salvage it, but oh my god! And let me see the Johnny Knoxville match, which I was like not interested in, but it was so funny. I loved it, and the way I forgot the guy he was fighting too, but he just went along with it and had fun with it. It was such a fun match.
But the thing that bothered me with that is like Sami Zayn is such an incredible wrestler, dude.
Yeah.
He's such an incredible wrestler. He's so talented. Like he does maybe 60% of what he can actually do in a ring. And then there's nothing wrong with Johnny Knoxville, but like, come on, choose somebody else to like fight him. You know what I mean? Like that Madcap Moss guy that's walking around with Baron Corbin.
Yeah, that would have been good. That would have been good too. But I didn't mind Sami Zayn. He went along with it. I loved it. It was a fun match. The match with Austin Theory and
oh, listen, my boy Pat McAfee, dude.
Pat McAfee, yeah.
He's got skills, man.
That was such a good match. And of course you can see McAfee wasn't a professional. He kind of flubbed some stuff, but it was good.
But I mean, for someone that's not a professional, it's very good, man.
Yeah. And actually another match that I kind of wasn't excited for, like whatever, was with what's his name? Logan Paul. Like I know he's kind of like a influencer or whatever, but he is one of those people who like he respects the art of the sports. Like when he boxes, he respects the boxes. He's not in there to be playful and act stupid. He's actually going in the box, and to see him actually perform moves and look like an up and coming wrestler, like he was definitely out of his league, but just the respect that he had for it, I was like, you know what? Kind of like this guy now.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So, not to get into everything, I know this is what you guys are here for. I just wanted to talk to my boy about it. We haven't really got a chance to talk. And like all the women's matches I liked. The only person I really don't care for was what's her name? Shayna Baszler. Is that her name? She teams with Natalya.
Shayna Baszler, yeah.
Yeah, she's the only one of the women wrestlers that I've seen in the past 2 nights, and I was just like, no real connection with her. But all the rest of them, I kind of feel like, okay, I can get behind her, or I like her, or I like to hate her, or whatever. But her, I was just kind of like, yeah. I actually kind of felt Becky Lynch. I was like, I like the new look, okay. Because I kind of started hating her, and I'm like, okay, I can get behind the new look. Let's see how she goes from here, if I can get behind her again. But yeah, it was pretty good WrestleMania. I enjoyed it. Stone Cold with the KO, which I was like, Stone Cold obviously is not at the top of his game, but it was what it was. I wasn't expecting much out of that match, but the fact that they went around and into the crowd and had their spots, I was like, all right, of course expected Stone Cold to win. The match, Edge and AJ Styles, great match. I kind of called the whole match though. I wish I was watching it with somebody, because I literally called the whole match. Like everything that was about to happen, I was like, okay, this is gonna happen.
Yeah. I called it.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna happen. Yeah. Like the ending with the spear in midair, I was like, he's gonna spear him, and then that's gonna be it. Yeah, that happened. Yeah. No, I haven't watched Jackass Forever. Don't plan on watching it. I really never used to watch Jackass. I've seen it. Not saying I never see it, but it wasn't something I turned on. I never really cared. But of course, you would catch, whenever horrific stuff happened, they'd be like, "Oh my god, you got to see what they did," and it's like, yeah, of course, it's funny.
Funny,
And
people almost dying.
yeah, and Cody's match, that was a pretty good match. It was like
That
the
was
thing
very
that
good, yeah.
the thing that I hate is that Brock and Roman Reigns was the main event. Obviously, it's the two titles and head to head. It has to be the main event, but their matches it's nothing but spears, F5s, suplexes, and Superman punches. It's like that's it. That's the whole match. And then the
But the
finish
thing
was
is that the thing is you got to understand the whole thing of it though, because you can't have anything more than that with those guys. You know what I mean?
it's just like,
Like it's kind of what it is, because you can't have two of the top guys taking it to each other too much in the sense of besides their top moves, because that's what's selling the show. Do you know what I mean?
mhm. But it's just I'm just like, like
I actually
I don't.
I didn't expect so much from them, to be honest. I thought it was going to be just like a fight. That's all I
Mhm.
thought was. I thought there wasn't going to be any moves at all. I literally thought they were just going to throw each other like literally like a boxing match almost.
Uh-huh. But it was good. It was a decent match, but it's like, you got these two big guys that all it, I was just like, it wasn't an entertaining match for me. It was kind of, yeah, okay. I
You see, the
mean,
thing is, the
yeah.
unfortunate truth also about it is you can't have it go too far as well, because at the end of the day, Brock Lesnar is literally the alpha male of the species. The guy's a machine. No, honestly, it's no joke. He literally, he could probably do things to any other human that a lot of people couldn't really even think of. You know what I mean? Like it's
Mhm. Yeah.
the
Oh,
reality of
and
it.
I know I said all the women wrestlers kind of impressed me except Shayna Baszler, but Ronda Rousey didn't impress me. I was like, okay, she really
I
doesn't
know
have anything.
nobody liked that match at all.
I was like, why is she even back? Like, I understand you guys want a big name, not you guys, but WWE
Like
executives, Vince,
W,
whatever, wants the big name. But like, oh, come on. And I like Ronda Rousey as far as respect her for her sport and think she's WWE. I've never been a fan of it really. And it's like, okay, yeah, she's a big name, but she's not good in the ring, man. She's not good on the mic. Like, why you keep bringing her back? And supposedly she quit again. So I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know if you heard
yeah,
that rumor, but I don't know. So
not yet
anyway,
though.
we're done with wrestling, guys. We're about to get into Moon Knight. I know a lot of you guys haven't seen it. If you have it, we know you're probably going to dip out on us. It's fine. Thank you for hanging out with us. But we're about to get into some spoilery stuff. He's fighting, so it's got to be tough for her not to smash someone's face. Yeah, but she's been out of the ring long enough and been in the WWE long enough to get over that. It's been a lot of people who've come from actual sports and physicality and fighting that's transitioned into decent wrestlers. So the thing she needs to get over is the fact that the crowd, whether they like her or not, isn't personal. She needs to play it as a character,
Mm.
like most of these guys do. It's a character. Be the bad Ronda Rousey. Love that they boo you. Play it. Play on that. Like, listen, get me in a wrestling ring and get people booing me. I would love it. Boo me. That's right. I'll make you hate me. I don't care. That's what you're supposed to do. It's part of the performance.
The whole point of it, yeah.
So, but anyway, Moon Knight. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Moon Knight with Nerd Talk. We don't have a banner for Nerd Talk. Oh yeah, there you go.
Just watch.
Nerd Watch. I mean, Nerd Talk. Jesus, I don't even know the name of our own segment.
Jesus. Listen, before we get to the actual Moon Knight, right? This is something that's been bothering me since it's come out, and no one's paying any attention to it, or there wasn't much attention to it in our chat. But the Moon Knight Funko Pop that Funko are releasing at the moment looks like a freaking old ninja. Can people just acknowledge that, please?
Well,
I need
yeah,
people to acknowledge it all over the place. Like, it looks like a ninja, guys. Like, it's actually put me off getting it. Like, and why is he doing the what do you call that kick that Liu Kang used to do in Mortal Kombat?
drop kick.
That flying kick, not Liu Kang. Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage used to do that flying kick or something, isn't it? That's what it looks like. It's like, no, like, why are they doing this, man? It looks like a ninja, Egyptian ninja. Like,
well, that's how he looks.
he looks like that, but why they got him flying like that, though? It's not a Power Ranger, is he?
He's doing a kick. Well, we haven't seen him do the kick in the show yet, so hopefully it's coming, so it makes sense.
Funko better pray that he does this type of kick. That's the only way I can forgive them at this point.
And listen, you don't want Pop Teat on your bad side, or you don't want to be on Pop Teat's bad side. So Funko better have a reason.
Yeah. No, listen, it annoyed me so much. I was so excited to see the Moon Knight Pops, like, since the other one I want is bloody expensive, like $100.
Well, I have the zombie Moon Knight. I never picked up any of the other ones, but I got
I almost bought that the other day, and I thought, no, I'm not going to buy it. Dude, what an episode, man!
Said holding out to Hot Topic drops the glow in the dark Moon Knight. It's on pre-order, Nick. Can't fight the Moon Knight. My cat had to drop the price. We're about to talk Moon Knight. So Ethan Hawke looks like he could play Kit Bill in a Kill Bill reboot. Yeah, he does. Like, honestly, when they showed him in this episode, I thought it was Kevin Bacon. And I was like, no. It's
at
not
first,
the
same. At first, I thought, and it's like, wait, it's not him. And then, yeah. I thought the same, yeah.
Yep. But it's been good. Like, the funny thing is I just finished watching it a couple hours ago, and I can't tell you scene for scene what happened, but one of my favorite scenes was when he was falling from the building after the girl Layla told him, suit up, like, summon the suit, kept telling him, summon the suit. And as he was falling, he was like, suit! And then he became Mr. Knight, I think is the name of that particular version.
Yeah, that persona is called Mr. Knight, yeah.
And I was like, okay, I like how they did that. Like, again, go ahead.
I love that, man. They're going to bring that pop out, and I swear to God, if they have that pop doing a fly kick, I'm going to be... listen, the curse words that you're going to hear out of my mouth.
Well, they already made a version.
It's going to be so bad. The amount of curse words... Everybody in the chat, you yourself, are going to go back home to your mama's house and get a spanking for me. That's how bad I'm going to curse.
Well, they already have a version of that Funko Pop.
Yeah, and that's the one I want, but it's like $100 though. So I hope they bring out a new version of it.
Yo, it's $550 for the glow in the dark version of that one.
That's what I mean.
And yeah, the regular one is $110. It shows right now. It's probably gonna go up. The other Moon Knight,
unless
the Walgreens exclusive, is $105 right now, which I could have got for cheaper, much cheaper, but I didn't really think about it.
I love that, man. That Mr. Knight, I love the look, but I don't like it with the white blazer. I like it just with the waistcoat, and when his sleeves are up a bit, and he's got the white gloves. I think it looks so sick, man.
That was good. And the zombie one is $43 right now, according to the Funko site.
So yeah,
yeah, it was really good. It was a good transition, the superhero landing, and I like how Mark was telling him, "Listen, let me take over. You can't handle this." He's like, "No, I think I got this."
Listen, I still like where Mark was telling him, "What's that?" And he's like, "What? The suit? That's not." She said, "Suit up." I suited up. It's like, like Mark was so unimpressed and like he felt so like he was shaming everybody.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was good though because I'm not up with the Moon Knight comics lore. Like I used to read the comic way back when I was a teenager, and since then I kind of fell off of Moon Knight. But I do know that there was different versions of Moon Knight for the different personalities, and Mister Knight was one of the personalities. So I like how they're doing it on the show. Where I don't know if that was uh, Mark's alternate or Steven's alternate Moon Knight persona, what have you, but I like that. It's just like so it kind of shows that the different personalities can become different versions of Moon Knight. So I like that. I was like, okay, I think that's where they're going with it. It was so funny, and the fact that when he went back to the museum and they looked at the security footage, which is something I didn't think about, and I was like, oh yeah, it's all going to be on camera, and like no, it's just him seeing the jackal. Like, wait, what?
That sucks, man.
And then I was like, all right, well, when he comes out the bathroom as Moon Knight, they're gonna have to see that. And then he came out as just his regular self. Well, it wasn't him; it was probably Mark or maybe another person after.
No,
So we
no,
don't
it
know.
was Mark. Yeah, it was Mark. He looked up
We
at the
don't.
camera, still at him and everything.
Yeah, so but I'm thinking it could have still been a different person. I think there's another personality that they're not disclosing at this moment. So,
I hope not, because it'll be too much. Because it's only a few episodes, man. Unless they plan on
yeah,
doing
six,
another season.
6 episodes. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do more with the character. But yeah, buying that Moon Knight 6 months ago on my car for $45. Yeah, yeah, I could have got it last year when it was cheap. And I knew Moon Knight was coming. Actually, that's something else I want to touch on tonight. Like when you spec out pops for what you think is going to rise in price, like a lot of content creators are doing pops you should get now before they go up, or pops you should sell now before they go down. Well, I got a few pops that I'm going to mention to you guys that you might want to pick up now because they might be going up. Number one is Nova. There's only one Nova Funko Pop, and Nova is supposed to be getting his own show or movie. It's in development. We know the Nova Core is in the MCU, so pick up that pop. And it's vaulted. Of course, that doesn't mean anything, but it's vaulted. It's a PX exclusive and it's vaulted. So grab an IG-11 because IG-11 is supposed to be coming back in the Mandalorian season 3. We know he got blowed up, but supposedly they're gonna rebuild him or something like that. So Forlom and Zuckus, those are bounty hunters. They might make an appearance in what show was it? I think the Andor show. So like all this is speculative, so don't go buying stuff and saying, Jkl, you said buy this stuff. I'm just saying these are pops that I'm gonna be zeroing in on. Tiger Woods, the Tiger Woods pops are kind of cheap right now, and he's supposed to be coming back and playing golf again. So, his might go up. Gambit pops, Gambit show, I think they're trying to make because they've been working on the movie forever and they haven't done the movie yet. So I think they're gonna transition that into a TV show because the X-Men '92 cartoon is coming out. And also look at a lot of those OG X-Men pops too. Whichever ones are affordable, grab them. Because once the X-Men '97 cartoon drops, it's going to bring up nostalgia for the old X-Men. So grab some of those. Okay.
Listen, that Nova pops only 30,000 pieces.
Yeah. It's not a lot out there. Hold on. I know you just looked it up. Yeah. It's a PX exclusive.
PX exclusive,
It's
yeah.
metallic. It's limited to what you said, 50,000, right? No, 30,000.
It's 30,000.
30,000 pieces, and it's only $20 right now. So yeah,
It's trending $20 and it's going down by $5, but selling for $30.
Yeah, so I'm definitely I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but I'm looking to get a Nova Pop because there's only one, and it's metallic and it's limited. I mean, 30,000 is a lot, but still, they can't just make more of it. At least they're not supposed to, and it's vaulted. So I think that one's gonna shoot up. And like Quick Draw said Gambit's also getting another solo comic next month. So yeah, Gambit would be, and there's only I think like 11 or 10 Gambit pops, and 2 of them are zombies. One of them is that newer. No, there's 8 Gambit pops. I think 2 of them are zombies. One of them is that new Gambit they brought out that don't look like Gambit, and the older ones. I think the most expensive one is the Emerald City Comic Con one. And
Listen, I don't know if this means anything, but I'm busy looking now. Supposedly, Entertainment Earth is going to get a restock in April for them for this
what?
Nova Pop. For
Nova Pops?
Yeah,
they can't be getting a restock.
This is I'm looking at the screen now, man.
Really?
Entertainment Earth. Yeah.
How can they be getting a restock for something that's only 30,000 pieces? And
I don't know. This is what it says. It's in. Look, it's there though.
I mean, being vaulted doesn't mean anything, but it's limited, so that's crazy.
Yeah, it's on Entertainment Earth.
I
There,
mean, I'm not
Nick just confirmed it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Nick just saw the same thing.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with that. But I'm still looking to grab one. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah. It says pre-order at the cart. How is this possible? For something that came out in 2017.
You see, the thing is on PPGs, it's saying exclusive, so its status isn't as vaulted. But I mean, if they say it's exclusive 30, if it's exclusive 30 pieces, it shouldn't be available. I mean, technically, that would have been sold out, isn't it?
Yeah, unless it just never sold out. Because I can't say if it sold out or not. It's not something I followed or paid attention to or bought, or so maybe it just never sold out and they just have some. So vaulted and limited stickers mean nothing to Funko. Well, anything that's limited, if they put a limited number on it, they can't do more than that limit. If they do, then they have to find a way around it. Like with the sodas, they have the US version, and then the internationals, they make more, but those are meant to be international, so you get around that. For it to be a PX exclusive that's limited to 30,000 pieces, they can't just make more and have the 30,000 piece sticker on it, because then you're lying about your product and you get in trouble for that. So there gotta be a way around it. So the female Thor, which actually traded to Funko PDX, I think. I might have traded him that pop, and he was like, "No, you should keep that." I was like, "Nah, if you want it, you can have it." And that one shot up, so good for you, bro. I knew it was gonna go up though, so it's no big deal. But yeah, like get on those. WWE Naomi Chase. I have the WWE Naomi Chase. Love that pop. Oh my god.
Yeah, I got the regular one.
He's got the common. I want the common one. I haven't been able to find. Every time I saw a common one, I never got the box. It was always a beat up box, and I mean beat up box. And I don't want a beat up box. I want at least a decent box. So, Scarlet Witch pops. They've made enough of them that I don't think they're gonna rise too much. I mean, they might, but they're gonna make more. So I don't see the Scarlet Witch pops going up that much. But hey, go for it. I'm definitely not an expert in Funko Pop values and raising and going down, whatever. So, but anyway, back to Moon Knight. I just wanted to say that because we kind of touched on it. So yes, Moon Knight. I haven't watched Halo yet. I'm gonna get to it. I'm giving it another couple weeks of episodes to drop, because we're dropping one episode at a time.
You know, I kind of like the Mark, not the Mark Spector, the Steven, what's his name?
Stephen Grant. His character.
Stephen Grant. The accent is just too much for me. Like, oh my god! Like, I have nothing against the British accent. I don't. But this one, it kind of feels like they amplified it somehow.
Yeah. Well, I was watching another channel that was breaking down the first episode, and a theory that they came up with was that Mark, uh, like since he's American, like somehow his alter ego was created to be English, and it's kind of like what an American would think an English accent would sound like. So he's
Would
kind of like
sound
an
like
American
okay.
imitating an English accent, but most people in England are just kind of go with it like whatever. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I could get that. It didn't bother me as much in this episode as it did in the first episode. In this episode, it was kind of like, okay, I was just kind of like, all right, and a lot more of the slang that he was using. I was like, okay, I've heard people in England. Well, I haven't been there, but when I watch shows, have that kind of accent. So I was like, okay, that's nice. So, but
Um,
I really liked
some
I
I
like
really like the design of the moon god. His design is very nice
yeah,
in the
Conchu,
show.
very
Aren't you?
scary,
Very
very freaky.
very scary, but very cool design. It'll
Yeah.
be awesome to rumored his pop is coming out. I'm excited to see what they do with it. Out of the Moon Knight pops, I'm excited to get um Steven's version of or Mr. Knight, I think you called him. Mr.
Yeah,
Midnight.
Mr. Knight. Yep.
Mr.
I
Knight.
like
I'm interested to get his pop, and obviously the Egyptian god looks awesome.
Yeah, I hope
I
they
think
do it as a deluxe, not just a common side. I hope it's
not a
at least in
deluxe,
a deluxe. I
a
mean, I
supersize, isn't
doubt,
it?
yeah, supersize or deluxe, but yeah, supersize is what I mean. At least a 6 inch. I'm not expecting a
Yeah.
10 inch, but at least a 6 inch because man, that design looks really really good. And I also
I've-
like the back and
mm,
forth with Steven and Layla when they were talking. Um, it was really interesting. Like she's looking at him and like knowing something's up, but at the same time trusting him, but kind of feeling like what the hell is going on? And you have Mark in his head telling Steven, don't tell her what's going on, don't mention her, like keep it under wraps. Like what the heck is going on? They've gone on adventures together. They're married. He sent the divorce
um,
papers. Like, what's going on?
on the topic of that married like when they were on the scooter, I felt that whole part where she said I'm your wife was forced. It just seemed like just that was the wrong place to put it, that the female thought a little down to your right, put it down to your right, man. I can't see it.
Can't see it.
Are you showing the
Oh, no,
price or
not
the
the
pop?
pop. The price. The price.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, $55 for the female Thor now. I got that from Comic Con out of one of them Marvel boxes, and I traded it to Funko PDX. But what are you saying now? You think it's for? I'm sorry, we keep going back and forth.
Yeah. I thought that whole part where she blurted out that she was his wife
Mhm.
was way forced. It wasn't right. It didn't seem, you know. But yeah, funny fact about her. I don't know if you know, she's actually Egyptian too. She's partly Egyptian and Palestinian.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, the actress that plays it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Also, when the cops came to get Steven and they took him over to Harrow, and he was talking to him. He was like, "What's Khonshu saying now to kill me?" Like he was calling out all everything he was saying. And the thing is, like, obviously Arthur Harrow knows a lot more of what's going on than Steven does. Even Mark knows a lot more than what Steven does. But Arthur, it's like maybe he was Khonshu's avatar at one point because he knows too much about it, about
Mm.
what's going on, and now he wants to. And he keeps talking about Ahmet's original avatar also, which means that he wasn't the original Avatar. So he's trying to awaken her. He knows some of the history, what's going on, and that's kind of what's interesting to me because I'm really trying to figure out what's going on. And of course, that we're not going to know until they reveal it. But it's not exactly like the comic. But one of the things that's similar is when Khonshu told Mark, like, you would have been a corpse if it wasn't for me. Like you were a corpse when I found you. And that's basically what happened in the comics. Like Mark Spector was basically about to die and kind of made a deal with Khonshu to become his avatar. But it's like he's Mark is being Khonshu's avatar because Khonshu wants Layla, which is why he's trying to get away from Layla, so they have some type of deal. And he already said that Steven wouldn't get involved. So it's like, well, it did Mark possess Steven's body because he was like a corpse and he needed a body, or were they already sharing a body because he's has DID, which is what he has in the comic, dissociative identity disorder, whatever. Like
So
it's
schizophrenia.
yeah, it's like what's going on?
I think they got schizophrenia, and because schizophrenia is your one mind will block out whatever the second mind
The others do it,
knows,
yeah.
and that sort of thing, right? And I think it's gonna might boil down to Steven being the main head, the main mind, but then the cooler version of him is trying to block out the fact that he was dead to Steven, because Steven wouldn't be able to handle it.
Right.
At least that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Yeah, it could be. Because also Mark said that it seems like whoever's in control is stronger now, which means that whoever was in the background was actually the stronger mind, but now whoever's in control seems to be the stronger mind. So something changed. Something's going on there.
Well, yeah, Mark admitted that himself, yeah.
Yeah, so something's going on. But I mean, with the Scarab being the compass to I hope I'm saying her. I think I'm saying it right. Her tomb. It's like, okay, well, Arthur has it now, and of course the episode ended with them being in Egypt looking at the pyramids. So now we're over there. But him running the rooftops, the fact that Khonshu is just everywhere, like he'll be looking here and then he'll turn and Khonshu will be here, and he'll turn and Khonshu will be right there. It's like, I love that. It's freaky, and that type of stuff freaks me out because I always have that fear of me being in my house alone and just turning and somebody being there. But the way they portray on the show is so cool. It's like, wow, I'm really kind of digging the show, man. It's like the first 2 episodes so far, it hasn't been too over the top to where I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous, but it hasn't been. Yeah, but it hasn't been so slow paced that I'm like, all right, you only got 6 episodes. Let's get to it. It seems like, okay, they gave you the first episode, the introduction. They gave you the second episode, more world building, and now the third episode, we're in Egypt. Let's go.
The story gets serious now, yeah.
Yeah. I'm still hoping that they fill in a little bit of the blanks of when Steven blacks out and then comes back, like what happened in those moments. But the fact that they only have 6 episodes, I don't know if they're gonna go there. But
they're going to, yeah.
I hope they do. I hope they give us at least a couple of the scenes. You have to show me everything that happened when he blacked out, but give me some of it just to have an idea of what what their I was about to say what their dynamic is. We know what their dynamic is, but what happens when Steven blacks out and Mark takes over? I mean, we saw some of it this episode, like with Steven being in the mirror, and he was like, "So this is how it feels when you're in the background." So it's like, yeah, but I want to see what happened when he actually blacked out and doesn't know what happened. So we'll see what happens. Still gonna make Layla Moon. Oh, he didn't sign up for anything more than 6 episodes. Interesting. I didn't know that. Because I was confident.
But I mean, it's still short. No, it's still short notice now. You know what I mean? It's still.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know if because that Layla character isn't in the comics. He had a different woman who who was his love interest. But if they decide to make her the Moon Knight, that would be fine. Having a female Moon Knight, I won't have an issue with that. I don't know if there's ever been one in the comics, but I don't have a problem with that. But I think Oscar Isaacs is a big enough name that if they decide to use him in a movie or do a season 2, all they gotta do is throw some zeros on that whatever number they offered him, and I think he'll come back. Unless he just really hated it. And he doesn't strike me as a person that's gonna be like, nah, I hate that. I'm not doing it again. I think he'll do more. But we'll see what happens. I said I don't know. Maybe he signed on to do 6 episodes of the show, but also has like a 3 movie deal or at least a 2 movie appearance deal, something like that. So
and he hasn't signed anything to series because it's still the movie deals that's going to happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But so far, so good with Moon Knight. Neither episode was a 10 for me. I'd give them both around 8s because, yeah, they weren't like, oh my God, you got to watch this show. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you should definitely watch this show.
Yeah, you should watch a show. Excited for next week. It's cool. Yeah.
It says, as long as they don't nerf her like they did Taskmaster. Yeah, I mean, it would be like a little tangent, the whole girl power movement and things of that nature. I don't have a problem with any of that stuff. I don't mind there being female leads. Like, I watch movies to be entertained. I don't care if it's male or female leads or who's
the thing is
character.
I'm going to be honest about this, and I'm sorry if it offends people and that sort of thing, but if they have her become Moon Knight, which is awesome, I'll be grand. I would love to see it and everything. But if they have a lady wearing a man's suit and they say this is pro LGBTQ movement, I'm going to be irritated because then they're just once again shoving everything down everyone's throat. It's not that. It's an actress wearing a suit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as I say, I don't mean to offend anyone. I don't mean to be.
Right.
I don't mean to be. What's the word? Closed-minded about things. It's just that not everything has to lead to that.
Right. Yeah, and I understand. I feel that way too. Like, I don't mind a woman lead. I don't mind a gay lead, lesbian, LGBTQ, whatever. I don't have any problem with any of that stuff. I'm open minded to the point where, listen, live your life, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
The issue I have with it is when they're forcing it. Like, if it's the natural,
and this would be a perfect opportunity for it to be forced. If you understand what I mean, like it's just
don't force.
So let's just hope not. If they go down that road, you
can have her be a female lead and be straight. Fine. Have her have a female version looking suit of the Moon Knight. So it doesn't have to be all sexy and short shorts and whatever. Just female shape. She's a female. Have her look like
she can she can still wear a man's suit, but you don't have to throw it in my face that she's wearing a man's suit. We can see it.
Right, exactly. Like things of that nature. Like with the Batwoman show, where she was lesbian. Like, okay, that was Batwoman in the comics. That's her in the show. I don't have a problem with it. Some people did. I did. Like,
but yeah, it's cool.
When you have established characters and you want to throw this little wrinkle into their character to appease the masses, or not even the masses, a certain group, it's like, come on, stop forcing it. Just let the characters be who they are naturally. So, yeah, I hate when they do that. Just like when they took a bunch of the Marvel characters and changed them. Like, you had the Hulk. Bruce Banner wasn't the Hulk. You had Amadeus Cho is the Hulk. He's Asian, so now you have an Asian Hulk. You have Iron Man is dead, so now you have a young black girl, it's the new Iron Man. And then Thor's dead, so now you have new Thor, a female. Like, you don't have to change all the old characters to be more diverse. Just make the new characters more diverse. That's it. You don't have to change the old characters. Just make new characters and make them diverse. Don't do the same thing over and over. Like, I tell everybody all the time, like when they keep talking about making the Black Superman movie with Michael B. Jordan as Superman, I'm like, I don't need a Black Superman. Let Superman be the white boy from Kansas, wholesome, truth, justice, and Uh, was it Truth, Dust, and the American Way? I don't care. That's the character. Just when you make a
Mm.
new character and you want to make a new black character, make a new good black character. That's it. Like, come on. But they feel like we have to change the old characters to appease a newer audience. And it's like, ah. And yes, they definitely messed up Taskmaster. Taskmaster is one of the better underrated characters in Marvel.
Mm.
And the way they did Taskmaster, like I didn't care that Taskmaster was female in the Black Widow movie. I just don't like the way they had her. Like she was this robotic type who downloaded the information or whatever. And even if it was a download thing where yeah, she watches stuff, but it was more of a download into her brain. Just the fact that they kind of made her mute and just lifeless, like no personality. Like, come on. Come on. So I said, of course, she needs to be wearing shorts. Yeah, because that's what women wear, when they're fighting crime. You got to wear shorts. Men are all armored up and covered, but, women wear shorts and high heels and tank tops when they fight crime. Come on. But anyway, we're about to get out of here. Like I said, Moon Knight, both episodes have been great. Can't wait to see the next one. WrestleMania was awesome. Grab Funko Pops because a lot of them are going up in price. I gave you guys the heads up on all the Inquisitor Pops, and they started shooting up like crazy. So I'm not going to say trust me with these Pops I just named. I'm just saying keep your eyes out because some of them are definitely going to shoot up in the near future. Get off the asses and make Static X. Static Shock. Oh, Static Shock. What's Static X? I don't know what that is. I know Static
Isn't
Shock.
Static X? Isn't that dude? One of the new Justice League guys? Isn't his name Static X?
Well, I know Static Shock, which is the black guy, Virgil Hawkins. He became Static Shock, one of my favorite characters, and I do have that Funko Pop, but I don't know if
Chase says it's a band.
Oh, okay. It's a band. All right. So you had me thrown. I'm like, because I've heard Static X before, and I think something in a comic book they had like a Static X or a magazine or something like that. But okay, it's a band. Great. So I said a white top and a fight scene in the rain. Yes, and then they fall into some mud. Yeah, that'd be great for a female fight. Anyway, let's get out of here before we get ourselves canceled. I thank you guys for hanging out with us. Hopefully next week we'll bring you a show just as good as this one. I'm sorry. I'm L of the Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop T. Hot Topics live stream. And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
You're still here. It's over. Go home. Go.
It's over.